Women are breaking into business in a big way these days. Women-owned businesses represent the fastest growing business segment in the United States, and our region ranks in the top 25 across the country in terms of the growth of women-owned firms. We actually rank 24th to be exact. Well, as a result, the business and personal financial needs of women are becoming more and more complex than ever. Beth Marcello is Director of Women's Business Development at PNC. She's here with us today with Chris Jordheim from PNC's Wealth Management Group to discuss how women can address this changing business landscape. And welcome. Good to see both of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is a big issue. You know, I guess it's the price of success. Ultimately, all of a sudden, there's all these additional issues to worry about. But women increasingly in more and more responsible roles making more and more money. Do you see that?
Absolutely. You know, one of the things that's really interesting, I think, about what we see at PNC. So years ago, we started a program within the bank, voluntary, where bankers could take a certain amount of training and, in a sense, create a business plan for how they were going to be advocates for women in business. And we've seen the number of our advocates grow exponentially. So last year that number grew 43%. The reason for that is because more and more often our clients are women. So women who own businesses, women who are making decisions for businesses, the financial decisions for businesses where they work. More and more women are independent and they're directing their own personal finances. So when more and more of your clients are women, then you really need to be tuned in to how to develop a relationship and how to best meet their financial needs.
Fascinating though, but I mean, isn't running a business, it's all about the numbers. Why is it any different for a woman than a man in terms of how they manage their business and the decisions they make?
Well, clearly they need the same financial products and services women do as men, but women tend to have a different approach to their business than men generally do. So women really care about the business that they're building and the business that they're nurturing, and they just tend to have different priorities, less about like how big can I grow it and how fast can I grow it, and more about am I meeting my clients' needs, am I providing a good environment for my employees. They just tend to have different measures of success.
Wow, and a whole different value system really in terms of how they approach what they're doing. You see the same thing on the personal financial side, a lot different dealing with your female clients than with the guys?
Oh, absolutely. The goals tend to be a lot different, or at least the way that we express those goals. Men tend to view their investments more in the terms of performance. For instance, I got 7%, I got 9% returns, things like that. Women tend to view their investments more as a means to an end. Can I send my kids to college? Can I retire comfortably? So they're more goal-driven, and men are more performance-driven, if that makes sense.
Okay, so then really changes the way you have to communicate with them, or an effective financial advisor is going to communicate to really help them.
Oh, absolutely. When we're given advice, if we give it in a way that isn't meaningful to the client, it's not good advice. We have to speak differently to the different types of clients so that they take action and it touches them.
You talk about this different in personality and approach, a little more conservative. I would think then could make women a little more risk averse, a little less prone to take in investment or borrow, and consequently then they lose all the value of leverage to be able to scale. Is that one of the issues?
That is one of the issues, because women, even though they're growing at about twice the rate, they're growing businesses, the number of businesses at about twice the rate of men, they're about half as likely to hurdle, you know, sort of the magical $1 million revenue mark. And if you stop and think about it, if women are the fastest growing business segment in the country, but they're not really growing as fast as they could be growing because they're maybe debt averse, they're trying to use their own money to grow, self-fund their growth, rather than using, for instance, the bank's money. You know, I think it's not only holding back their firm, it's sort of holding back the economy. So one of the things that we really try to do at PNC is have real conversations with women who are managing businesses, owning businesses, to help them, show them their capabilities financially to borrow and scale and grow the business.
Yeah, this is not just a way for the bank to make some money by lending. This is a real engine for you to help make your business realize its full potential.
Absolutely. Right? Again, there are so many women-owned businesses, and if we were growing to our full potential, it would be amazing for our region. For instance, if you think about the number of women-owned businesses here, you mentioned 24th, and the growth, I think I saw 41% growth in number of women-owned businesses So if we were really growing to our full potential in terms of leveraging the assets that we need for growth to hire more employees and generate more opportunity as a region, we'd benefit.
Good for the business, good for the region, good for the country. Only a few seconds left. But I wonder from a personal finance side, any tips you have, anything that women, that successful woman needs to be thinking about that she might not be?
Well, because so many of the women business owners have started later in life. They either took time off for raising their family or whatever it may be. They have a catch-up period they have to do. Women tend to be more conservative in their investment approach, but yet they have to grow a larger nest egg for retirement because they just have longer longevity. Wow. If they started later and have to grow a bigger nest egg, they have to be more aggressive in their investments. And that's difficult to explain sometimes when it's not their natural tendency.
All right, words to the great words of the wise, whether you're running a business or just running your own personal finances, to be willing to at least to think about accepting some risk, I guess. Beth Marcello from PNC, Chris Jordheim also from Wealth Management. Thank you both so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we'll be back in a minute with a little dollars and cents. Stay with us.